because a lot of my gratification that I receive from being in a mission, going out on missions, is not so much kind of the appreciation they give you, the thanks, or like a lot of times, especially like in Nepal, they give us these huge gifts. We shouldn't have to figure out some way to pack it and bring it back, and we always tell them, you shouldn't give us these things, right? But the big fulfillment is actually being involved in their lives, and for them to, and the relationships we develop, and how we can help one another, not just me helping them, but they also help. Not only do I pray for them, they pray for me, right, in our lives, and this relationship and seeing their community grow and how it affects the non-Christians within their community. This has been my experience.
Yeah, I think when you're in like the mission field, wherever it is, a lot of times it really does take a lot of reflection, right? Because you're thinking about like, oh, God, what are you telling me in this moment? What are you trying to teach me in that moment? And a lot of times it comes through, say something like uncomfortable moments or things where it really hurts, right? To see, say like I was visiting a place in Thailand and just seeing how like the relationships that they have there, they're experiencing a lot of things because of their country, because of like their city or like their family situations, and you ask God like, why do these things happen to these people? You ask, in Paul said, like, how come some people, their relationships with their friends, people that they're dating, people that they're family, and you just get an understanding for the types of relationships people have with people around them, and how that connects them to their relationship with God, if they have one, and just being able to understand how you might be able to share the gospel with them through your life, through the words that you have, and just being able to understand who God is through that moment, right? Because an understanding of God is not the same for each person because of their different circumstances and culture, etc.
I think for me, I'm a big time planner. I like to plan and I like things to happen according to how I plan it. But when you're on a mission trip, you become the servant. You are told what to do. And a lot of times things change. I've been I actually have only been on 2 short-term missions, and both times, we're like, okay, this is what we're gonna do today. But then nothing happened because, like we couldn't get a hold of the people we're supposed to meet. And it was really frustrating for me. I'm like, we're just sitting here and with boba in our hands. But I've learned, like, okay, we need to be humble. We need to just go with what God has in plan for us. And I think just recently, this past summer, we went on a local short-term mission, and it was a really hot day. And we're supposed to clean a park, outdoor, and it's really, really hot. And last minute we changed, and we split into 2 teams, and one was supposed to clean the park, and one was supposed to sort food in the food bank. And I went to the one that sorted food, and I was like, phew, I don't have to deal with the hot weather. But I feel for the people but it's this, you have to be available, and you have to be humble, you have to be a servant. And that's what I learned is, we have to be servants. We don't get to go according to our plan. We go according to God's plan. And the other thing I thought when I was, every time I go on mission is, like what I said, I have received, I've been given, and so I want to give. But actually the blessing is when you're out there, God shows you so many things because you're not in your everyday life. You meet so many different people with so many different, such different stories. You learn so much from them. You feel like, wow, from all the different experiences, God is showing you things that you'll never learn at home. And so I also feel like I have received so much. When I think I'm giving, I'm actually receiving and being blessed so much more.
Yeah, when I was working in full-time campus ministry, it was really easy to answer on a weekly basis what it was like to experience God's presence and leading with working directly with students. But it's been really surprising to me to, as I'm in grad school, how God sent me there too. Grad school is really hard. I'm in an applied math program and I'm trying to write this thesis, and every time I meet with my professor, I just feel like I have no idea what's going on.
Yes.
And if I didn't know that my identity was not tied to my success or my capability, it would be even harder. And I feel like the lessons I've been learning as a graduate student is about humility in ways that the church can never teach me. We learn about humility a lot in sermons, but to have to sit in meeting after meeting and class after class and just sort of feel like I'm barely hanging on is really humbling. And also to have the courage to just keep going. And so I feel God shaping my character in graduate school in these completely new ways that were different than when I was doing ministry.
Thank you, Grace.